Can't see a bleeding thing without these glasses on. Close up anyway. Can see great at distance. It's just it's just up close. Right, everybody. I did this as a live because I was gonna upload a video, and to be honest, it just takes a long time for me to be able to do that if I upload it as a video. So I thought I'll just do a live, let you know what's going to be going on. So you might notice, you might not notice that this week there hasn't been a video. And yes, I've got a crack in my glasses. I stood on them when I got out of the bath the other week. But I can't see close up unless I've got them on, as I've just said. So I hope you don't mind. I'll just leave them on. So where am I up to? Yes. You'll notice there's not been a video this week. And the reason for that is I actually did a video. I went to a cemetery not too far from where I live. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't want to ruin it. Are you troopers? I'm all right, love. Yeah, I'm just talking about a fabulous graveyard I've been to in our neck of the woods. But yeah, I filmed it. So I went to meet this fella. I went on a date with this fella. I won't be seeing him again. It's just not my type. Nice bloke. Not for me. Anyway, so I came away from this day in this town, and I ended up going up this road called, well, I saw Cemetery Road, so I thought I'm going to go up Cemetery Road because, you know, there's got to be a cemetery. So I went up, and lo and behold, I found this really old Victorian cemetery. And the bit that I went into was, it was abandoned. Like there's two chapels that are like drop in and stuff like that. The graveyard hasn't had the grass cut in it for donkeys, and yeah. Anyway, I filmed, but the filming was a bit erratic. When I watched it back, I thought I'm all over the show because I was really excited to be there to find it. So anyway, the long and the short of it is, I'm not putting the footage up because I don't think it's good enough. But what I am going to do, when I was driving away, I realised that where I'd gone in was the back entrance, and that were fantastic. So the front entrance, which has got the big fancy gates, it were raining and it were right cold, and I'd had enough. Just wanted to go home. So I never bothered to park up and go, you know, in the main gates. Anyway, the point is, I'm going to go back this weekend. I'm going to go and film it. Come rain or shine, I'll just take my umbrella if I have to, and I'll film it for you. Hiya, Nicholas. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Wait. I've lost. No, it don't begin with a G. You can keep guessing though. You guess it, I'll tell you. Yeah, thanks. I've lost. I think it's 3.5 stone now, but I want to lose another 2 stone. I think I weigh just. Well, I won't say what I weigh. Obviously, I'm still fat, but hang on. I'm on this. It's the last bottle of beer I've got in the house, but just so everyone knows, it is alcohol free. I don't drink anymore. But anyway, this graveyard is superb. So it deserves a proper Service UK graveyard, if you know what I mean. And what I've give you downstairs is I might use anyway, whatever. I'm not doing it, so you'll have to wait till weekend. But also, I've got a new obsession, and I'm going to tell you about it. Hang on, got messages coming here. Taib, hi love, how you doing? I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm probably not going to stay on long because I want to get a bath, but I wanted to acknowledge the fact that I'd not done a video this week. Sorry, it's gassy. That's making me do a burp. Sorry. And also, I'm desperate to tell everybody what my new thing is regarding graveyards, but I need to tell you about this first, and then I can get onto that, and then I can get onto that. So the cemetery will come up, and it is a cemetery that will come up next weekend. Thanks, Nicholas. Well done on being boosted. You know what I've done? How long has it been now? I think it's been about 16, 17, 16 months. My mum's been counting. I don't follow dates, me. I couldn't even tell you what date I got married on, and that is not me joking, honestly. I don't know. I think it was 2007 when I got married. I think it might have been the 23rd of January Or was it Feb? See, I don't even know. Don't even know what date I got married on. I'm shocking. It could be 21st. Could be 27th. I don't know. I don't bother with dates. Sarah, did you see a ghost or something? No, but better than a ghost. Better than a ghost. So, we're going to be doing that graveyard. Are you, Gail? I'm all right. Not too bad, thanks. Let me tell you how I came around to my new obsession. So, you know, like I'm all about graveyards. I love graveyards. Hey up, Jono. You'll like this one, Jono. So I'm all about the graveyards and I love the history. And there's a certain graveyard that I've been obsessed with since I were a kid. Like, my mum used to tell me about it. My granddad used to tell me about it. Everyone used to talk about it, and it was taken away before I was even born. I was born in 1975. This graveyard was dug up in the centre of Oldham Town Centre in the 1960s, and it was called St Peter's. And if you've watched the channel, you'll know all about it because I talk about it. And if you're from Oldham and you're of a certain age, you'll probably even remember it. But St Peter's was a church. So in Oldham Town Centre, there was the main church, which I've featured on the channel, and then across the road from there was another church that was Church of England as well. Weird, because you'd think one were Catholic and they weren't. I'm sure they were both Church of England. But anyway, the St Peter's Church had thousands of people interred in it. And the earliest grave record that I've got to hand downstairs is 1764, I think. And what I did last night is I decided, well, it started with my friend Dave, because my friend Dave said, I'm looking for a grave of one of my ancestors because he's doing his family tree. And he was asking me about, you know, if I knew what paper was around in the 1850s in Oldham. Well, that would be the Oldham Chronicle, which started in 1854. And then he said to me that, are you, Ray? You knew? Oh, thanks for joining us, Ray. I will get to the story in a minute. Sorry, I jump around a lot, but honestly, it's really interesting, this, people. You need to hear it. So Dave said to me, he said, I'm looking for me ancestor. I says, what's her name? So he gave me a name. I says, right, I'll have a look. I said, I've got the records of St. Peter's in Oldham. I said, I'll have a look and see if I can see her on there. Anyhow, I can't see her on there. And there's a story as to why you don't think she's on there, but I don't know. So that got me thinking, and I thought, all them other people, and I've said this before, like all those other people buried in St. Peter's, they dug the bodies up, everyone. Reinterred them in Hollingwood, was it Hollingwood? Grinnekers, possibly Cheriton. I know Hollingwood was definitely one, and Grinnekers, and the rest of the bones, they ended up going to a tip in Oldham, which is funny actually, because the video I did recently on Tesco's in Cheetham Hill, bones from there ended up going to this tip in Oldham. So I don't know if there's a bit of confusion, but this guy told me. Anyway, Tayyib, is that someone else's hand in the mirror, Sarah? It's fine. Have you seen, Tayyib? Look at all the mirrors in this bleeding room. Honestly, I'm obsessed. That's just my bedroom. Well, you know what I'm like. Anyway, I'll just get to the point, shall I? Hang on, I've got messages coming in. That's what's putting me off. And I want to acknowledge the messages, by the way. I think you're sending messages. Ray Phillips, I'm trying to find the grave of Damien, the bloke who sang Time Warp. Didn't you send me a message the other day? The fellow that's in Droylsden, is that right? Or am I making that up, Ray? Mucks the dear. Hi, Sarah. I'm all right, lovey. How are you? I hope you're well. Tayyib, bleeding loads. It's true that, yeah. Troopers Travels, Sheffield General. No, I've done that one. That's on the channel already. This is the other way. That's another clue. Ray Phillips, yeah, that's right. I'll have a look at that Droylsden one. I promise. Next time I'm in Ashton, I'll go to Droylsden and I'll see if I can find him. It won't take long to find it. Let me just get my lager. Oh, hang on. So You know when you see a cold lager in fridge, and I saw no alcohol in it, but I saw it and I thought, yeah, I'll sup that, and then I'll get in the bath. Anyway, I need to tell you, everybody, because I can't hold it in any longer. Basically, these records from St. Peter's, I've got them, and I'm hand typing every single record out so I can get some of the info. Not all the some of the details aren't very detailed. You know, you might have like surname, first name. If you're lucky, you'll get the father's details or the husband's details. Doesn't give you the ages of them, but I think it does in the later records. I'm working in the 1700s at the moment, but the point is, Sarah, do a proper live, miss them a lot. What do you want me to talk about? These lives. And we're going to do a proper live. This is a proper live. And we're going to do a proper one on the thing and all sorts, but I can't find my bleeding stand, you know, my stand that I put my phone on. Can't find it. So I'm having to like hold it and talk. That's why it seems a bit informal. Not that my videos are dead professional normally anyway, but you know what I mean. Anyhow, I'm not going to look, I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. I don't know if you can tell I'm energized, but I love stuff like this. I love it when I start to find things. But I've started to pull these bits of information together, and let me tell you, I found some really interesting facts. So, for instance, there's a lot of spinsters in Oldham. Doesn't mean that much. You think about it, doesn't necessarily mean that much nowadays. However, when you consider that these spinsters were mothers to children, so they were unmarried women in the late 1700s with children, bit of a no-no that at the time. Obviously now, no problem. Why would it be a problem? But back then. Also, there's records of entire families. I'm not going to go into detail because I want to save it for a video. I know I'm trying to tell you. Nicholas says, I'd like you to talk about your new obsession you've been about to tell us about 10 minutes. So basically, there's people in these graves. For instance, one guy is a weaver from Oldham. This was back in 1772, I think. Within the period of about 2 weeks, he buried his wife and his 3 children. So something happened in those houses, and let me tell you, it's not an uncommon occurrence. And I'm only 30 years into the late 1700s here, and the things I'm unearthing are absolutely unbelievable. The only shocking thing is that I haven't got a grave that I can go to, and I can't even go to like Hollingwood or whatever and go and find the grave down there because they just put them all in mass graves, if they bothered to put them in graves at all. I mean, that's if they even removed them. I reckon underneath the foundations, I reckon there's bones there, definitely. There's got to be. And I'll tell you something else as well. The other reason why I'm obsessed with that St. Peter's is that when they were digging all the bodies up in the 60s, they erected like these cloths around the cemetery while they pulled out all these graves, and there was rumour that a woman's coffin got brought up. Some people say it was a woman, some say it was a man, but they had long hair, these people. But back in the day, men had long hair. Very common, they had long hair, Anyway, this lead coffin got opened up, and the person inside was perfectly preserved. And then as soon as the atmosphere got to, they just deflated. But there's also rumour that during the time, people were stealing from the bodies, like what bit of gold that the bodies had on them. People were stealing it and then selling them in the pubs in Oldham. And I think I might have a ring, that my grandma gave me years ago it's really old. And I think, I don't think my grandma would have done that, but who knows? I'll have to find it somewhere in the back room in one of my, I say one of my jewelry boxes. I've only got one, but like I've got one that's got like dress jewelry, and then one's got like my wedding rings and stuff like that. Anyway, let's have a look at what these messages are. The Old Waldo Cemetery. Don't know about that one, but I'll have a look into that one because never heard of that one. Mugtha dear, how was your bank holiday, sweetheart? It was all right, Mugtha dear. What did I do? Started decorating the back room again. Oh, I went to Almirad. Almirad's my favourite shop. I'm always in there. The blokes that work in there, honestly, they're like, every time I go in, one of them said to me the other day, "Do you buy property or something and do it up?" I went, "No," I said, "I'm just constantly decorating my house." That's how much stuff I buy in there. And I'm still not finished. But anyway, I went in and I went to like the discount rail. And lo and behold, they've got some, in fact, I'm just going to show you. They've got some vintage wallpaper. And when I say vintage, I mean like 1970s, 1980s. This is what I'm doing in this back room. That's the paper that I'm putting back up on the wall. I'll give you a close-up. It's vinyl wallpaper. Isn't it fantastic? So I've got rolls of it here. All this crap up there, dear. This is what the back room looks like. Honestly, this is my next project, what I'm working on at the moment. But the best thing is this. This is the first bit of paper that I bought, and I took them back because I thought, Sarah, you're off your mind. You can't put this up. People will think you're a nutter. But look at that. It's gold floral. And I was going to put that up, but I've decided now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paper this door in the gold floral. And then the back of this door, I'm going to do the panels, in the same way that I've done it in my bedroom. But anyway, that wallpaper, £1 a roll. No kidding, £1 a roll. So I bought all 12 rolls. And I'm going to go back midway. Well, I'll probably go back maybe tomorrow, day after, whatever, and get the rest of that gold. I may as well just buy it because I'll use it. Jono's graveyard. Hope all is well. Yes, everything's well. Steve Squid probably have a good, to be honest. Old like you. If I missed something here, Steve. Let's have a look. No. Props have a good TBH, old like you, ? Steve, I've got no idea what you're talking about, sweetheart. If you want to elaborate, feel free. I think you might be trying to insult me, but maybe not. I don't know. Either way, it won't work. But there you go. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh, I think you're talking about the wallpaper. Yeah, old like me, yeah. Although probably not as old as I am. What else was I going to say? I think that's pretty much it, everybody. I just wanted to let you know that I was on with doing the details for the St. Peter's Church. I'll be making a start on those videos. Not next weekend, but probably the weekend after. And as I said, we've not got a grave to go to, so it'll be a case of, what's the word? Going finding the houses and the streets where they used to live. So that's it. Right. End of today's live, everybody. It was a quick one, like I said. If you've got anything that you want to let me know about, let me know in the comments. But other than that, I will see you in the next one.